All right, now a big 1-0 win here this evening against Ballymena United. Do you want to give me your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I'll be honest, Johnny. I thought we were brilliant tonight. I thought we were outstanding from the first moment. And again, we told the players before the game the importance of you know, let's be honest about it. If we're not in and around people and we're not aggressive in our game, then we're not the same team. And to be fair to the players, yes, last week was a major disappointment. But you have to have perspective as well, and the perspective is you're going down to Glentoran, and it grinds me to say it, to be honest with you. But sometimes you go down to them places and you think the worst. I certainly didn't, but I think some of our players might have. But I think we went into this game tonight knowing that if we're at it and we're at our very best, we're really, really competitive with the teams around us now in this split. And I thought tonight, I don't think anybody in the country would have denied that we deserved to win that game. I thought we were so dominant in the first half. It was unbelievable, and I think Ballymena had their wee phases in the second half. But I still thought overall we were fantastic. I thought we managed the game well too. Special praise, because we have been a wee bit critical of the goals. We called it kamikaze stuff last week, but I thought Paddy, Barney, and Rogers were outstanding tonight. I thought that Jethrin came in and was nice and solid, and I thought our two wing backs were fantastic. But then again, I would go forward to say our three midfielders were brilliant tonight. We changed it a wee bit in regards to we've been playing a 6 and 8 and a 10, with tags in the 10, playing the high player. We decided to sort of just go with two box to boxers, if you know what I mean, rather than that floater that plays in that role. And thankfully, with Luke and young Josh, them two guys were full of energy and they hit the box consistently and had third man runs consistently. And McCall was brilliant at sitting and giving us a wee bit of protection. But again, I can go through the whole team, Johnny. Catherfield was outstanding tonight, ran himself to a standstill. Sully done a good job, and as I say, so it's a very proud night. It's 19 points we're sitting on now, and we should be sitting on 22. So that's a good comeback. From my reckoning. But more pleasing for me personally is the fact that we are now a really competitive bottom 16. If we're going to be absolutely honest about it, which certainly should have been the case from the start of the season at this club. But all we can really do is go one game at a time now. We are reliant on other teams, unfortunately. But if we keep on playing at that level that we played at tonight, that's all we can do.
Is there a wee bit of frustration that we didn't add more goals this evening? We've won 1-0, we don't want to be picky, but we created lots of opportunities and got ourselves in lots of really good positions, maybe to even go in at 2 or 3-0 up at half time.
100%. And that's what I said. I said in the last interview there with BBC, these guys, I think maybe they're looking to put me in an early grave or something. Not too sure. I thought they liked me. But, I think you can see when Albie has the penalty kick, I'm across at the back. And I can't even watch it because I'm scared. We had designated Sully to hit the penalties tonight. He came off. Bushy was then second in line because he's tortured me this last. He's missed one, so he wants to wants to change that. So I had both of them off the pitch. So in an ideal world, we just couldn't get the message on quick enough. We all fancied it, so it is what it is. But I think you're 100% right. I think the big frustration is the game should have been out of sight at half time. I thought our dominance in the first half was unbelievable. We know how good Ballymena are, and they've got some smashing players and top manager. But I thought we should have come in at half time at least 2 or 3 up. A wee bit wasteful, but we defended brilliantly tonight, Johnny. And as I said, our goalkeeper was super. Our back three was good. Our wing backs were good. And we were just good everywhere. As a collective, as a unit, and as a team tonight, we broke away fantastically well. We had energy all over the pitch. We picked up first ball and second ball that we didn't do any of that there last Saturday. And when we're like that there, we're a handful. We are a handful for teams now. And as I say, it was a huge, huge blow losing Paul McElroy again. I think it was extremely harsh sending off. I think it's, sometimes mystifies me. If there is a directive that if you push somebody in the chest now and it's a red card, and then people would say we're telling the clubs that, because that's, as I said, I think it was a directive from a couple of weeks before with the Glentoran game. But very frustrating to lose such a top player. As you see, what he brought for us. But listen, hopefully we can dig in. We can get through the next couple of games, and we'll have him back for the last few. But ultimately tonight's just about it's just about the players tonight. And the last thing I said to the players before we went out was make the town proud and make sure the town see that we have that they have a team that cares. And I think all our supporters know now that we have players that really really care at this club, and that has to be the main focus for me always. But I thought they were absolutely magnificent tonight and fully deserve they fully deserve every compliment that comes their way. Let's just say. So listen, it's Easter weekend, and we're all told to give them the more off. Give them a soft touch when it comes to stuff like that. I get emotional and then I come out with something. So we'll give them the day off tomorrow, and hopefully they'll have a lovely weekend with the family. Recharge for a big night on Tuesday night, and hopefully all our supporters come out and back us the way they did tonight.
Special mention for Luke Wilson. He picked up the sponsors man of the match. Luke has really, it's easy to forget that he missed a year and a half or just over a year, not that long ago last season with that cruciate ligament injury. He's returned this season. He's added that aggression, that tenacity to his game today, and I thought was well worthy of the man of the match this evening.
Well, listen, I think anybody who knows from the first time at this club, I rate Luke Wilson very highly. He's had an awful time with injuries. Let's be honest about it. It takes an awful lot to come back from a cruciate these days, and listen, whenever I came in, he had to get the knee drained, and it was all about rehab, really. So we did miss him from the early days, but I think if you see Luke now, I still think Luke is another 10% in him in regards to he is fit now and he's flying. I still think there's another 10% in him in regards to the comeback and in regards to being back to his very, very best. But as you see tonight, whenever Luke Wilson's like that there tonight, he's hard to play against, that's for sure. And as I say to you, he leads by example. That's why I named him captain whenever I was here the first time at 16 years of age, whenever we signed him. That's why I give him a 3-year deal. So he knows that I love him and he knows I'm a big fan of his. So I think when you've got a manager who openly knows that, he knows that anyway, so he openly knows that about me. So I think he knows that he's got a guy who's going to back him 100% and give him the confidence to go and play. And I think by tonight he showed unbelievable leadership. And that's not about going around ranting and raving. He showed unbelievable leadership in regards to his performance. Special praise too. We Josh were outstanding tonight, and so was Ozzy. And as I say, this was a night for collective. I think we could have had 11 man of the matches tonight. But obviously, I'm delighted for Luke, and as I say, he's a special boy, and he's a hometown boy. I think everybody loves that. And as I say, but special praise goes to all the players tonight, Johnny. All the players were sensational tonight, and now we'll just regroup again, have a great weekend with our families, and well, on my own, and what do you call it? And hopefully all them guys have a lovely time over Easter. And yeah, we're looking forward to Tuesday. We think if we get anywhere near what we're capable of, then I think we've a massive chance again on Tuesday night.
No problem. Thank you, Niall. Cheers.
Thank you, John.